What's up, friends? How we doing? How we feeling? We got some Master Division for you tonight. Yeah, you know, it's time for some FACEIT League. Well, you know, happy days. Happy days for all. It's FACEIT League time. We got some Overwatch. We got some Tier 2 Overwatch. It should be glorious. We've got MewThree taking on Ereus. This is bound to be a banger. This is absolute just banger in the making. You've got Golden Pants taking on Lars. I mean, you've got Senna taking on ICAV. I mean, this is just going to be astounding. I mean, this is going to be exceptional. You've got the jazzy sounds of Volta in the house. Honestly, a potential preview of a match I think we'll probably see deep in playoffs. Like, not just like, I mean, I think these are two. I think MewThree is coming in 6-3. Ereus coming in 7-1. Ereus, of course, kind of part of the top four. Like, these four are all kind of circling around each other, it feels like. I still think Ereus is the one to beat. I mean, it's been a toss-up between Ereus and Dreamlight for me all season, with Starbits kind of stepping up in there, but then Starbits gets beat. Ereus were the last ones to remain undefeated. I will say that. This RPC that headed in their first loss. I knew that. We just got them on last week. Did I also enjoy the Masters weekend hot potato of players before roster lock? Yeah, well, roster lock was yesterday, for the record. So, it wouldn't surprise me if we had some last second shakeups here. Let me pull up. Like, what changes did we see to MewThree themselves? At least since the 25th. You know, Kurama and Verit would be the new additions here on MewThree. At least since last we have updated. Regime and looks like Gucci no longer a part of this roster. Jesper Swag was listed on here. Okay. So maybe no addition. Maybe Ereus is like the one team that did not change. MewThree get the Ilios pick. Ereus ban Ana. MewThree, with the changes that MewThree made though, man, they've looked so good. And this could absolutely end up being one of your dark horse teams. I really do think MewThree could be one of your dark horse teams. I mean, like, they did lose to Dreamlight and Gas T3. These are the loss to Gas T3, thinking their only loss was to Dreamlight since GP had joined. But that is not the case. That is not the case. They've also lost to Gas T3 since then. They do take an important win over Starbits, as you can see. So that's a huge dub. That's a huge dub. I mean, you're able to beat top four teams. You beat one of the top four teams. Now MewThree trying to see if they can be the second team to hand Ereus a loss here. As we know that they can fight in this caliber, right? That's kind of what that's telling us. Is they can play inside. They are, you know, maybe they should be calling those teams fellow teams as far as wow, that was honestly, I accidentally hit the button, so my camera's not in place. I didn't get any. There we go. There we go. It also just occurred to me that, oh, here, let me do this. Yeah, GG. I'm clearly got my brain got confused with somebody else. Yeah, Jesper Swag's been with Ereus forever. Like, for the entirety of 2025. No, I don't. I was getting confused with John O'Rich. Was well that was. That is all that was. There's legit all that was. When I was saying it was on Anomaly, I was literally just getting Jesper Swag confused with John O'Rich. My brain gets the shit backwards sometimes. I am so sorry. My bad. Hey, it's a Monday, okay? Hey, the fact that, you know, we're into this game, we're not muted, and we've got a level 110 hamster in here, you know, kicking ass and taking name. GP rocking the Dallas Fuel Wrecking Ball, which was typically an Ostrix thing, by the way. Yeah, that's MewThree, swapped out Gucci for Kurama. But we did kind of mention that. So far, 25% of the board counting here for Ereus. I owe you a ban, by the way. It was not a Symmetra ban. It was a Cassidy ban. There we go. Now your bans are accurate. Don't worry, we'll lock in here eventually. Don't you worry. Half the division running on streamer tags and ults, and y'all wonder why I can't keep people straight. I cap with a good opener. It's alright. You got an OC into the fight. Oh, you lose your Curie though. Not ideal. Not ideal. And now you've got, you know, Aka's got a Cole into the mix. And you're going to have a Consuming Rush. Come, I need your Consuming Rush. Get this flip. There you go. Hey, Machu, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. I hope you had a great stream. Was it a early match today, or was it something happened? I consider Rush did barely happen from MewThree. And being a trade there from ICAV off screen. But the little rope-a-dope around the high ground here goes into MewThree's favor. Lars is able to hunt down one, but it's not enough. Let me figure out who the hell is who here. Like, seriously, playing with streamer tags and alts and officials should just be a crime. Y'all are just killing me. Who's your flex for? Oh, Ace.
Take some time off.
Wait, what are we running with here? What am I looking at? Is Valkyrie Verret? Who's in lobby? No, Verret's not in. It's like... must be Ace. But then that's... I'm putting... Okay, my question here is, what is Senna playing? Is this Senna on an ult playing Kiri? Or is Senna on an ult playing Genji? Ace is typically a flex support player. But Senna's the other player in lobby here. And y'all wonder why I can't keep you fucking people straight. Holy shit. Yibs, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Gamers have less than 3 names challenge. Impossible.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
Or is that like I mean, that has to be accurate. That is the 5 players in lobby. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, I love the University Yuri. Now, I don't know about the Yuri in this composition. It has to be Senna on the... Yeah, Senna was on the Genji, by the way. Yeah, let's say it has to be Ace in the Valk... Ace's Valk on the... in the Curie. In a time when we're seeing... I don't know, meta is all over the place. I was gonna say we're seeing double main support meta if you're considering Wu Yong a main support, but of course, obviously we're getting double flex support here is what I was getting to. Yeah, the carry has to be Ace, right? Yeah, you know, if I wasn't covering 4 separate divisions in 10 matches a week, you know, it might be a little easier. Old man trying to do too much. You gotta give me some grace. And, I mean, honestly, if you're trying to actually be like, I will harp on this. You're trying to actually get in the competitive scene, like for real, and do this something like as a living. Play under one name. Just have one name. Do not make it infinitely harder on viewers and stuff to know who you are and casters to know who you are. It just makes it... You're just shooting yourself in the foot. Just shooting yourself in the foot. Oh! Oh, I love the combo there with Senna dropping in the bolo shot. With you got a little cool... little short range spin to win out of GP, and just kind of like winds it up, kind of waiting for it, waiting for the call. The bolo comes in with it. Sorry to get a better angle on that. That was really cool play there. MewThree have gotten this up to 85%. Now you're getting Lars on a wrecking ball. So much for your captive son. ICAP's got to come up with 3 here, and this will flip the point for Ereus. For $10, you two can change your edge and just mess with spectators. Dude, it's so brutal. Sin has a mean Genji. Juno. I wasn't trying to play, but come on. Like somebody, like once I went back and looked at rosters and stuff, I was like, okay, yeah, of course. Again, it's not like I don't have 600 team logos in my folder. You realize how many of y'all I'm trying to keep up? Anyway. Uh-oh. That Vaults is in trouble. Got absolutely the pinged there. Nice shot. I mean, it's got to be one of the more difficult ultimates to land. Is that bowler shot. All right, let's see if we can lock in a little bit. ICAV thought it was the most vulnerable target, but ICAV was able to thwart that. So the GP lucky to get out of kind of ping-pong their way out. Kurama not so lucky. What's going on over here? Dueling Kitsune rushes. It looked like MewThree were kind of positionally able to get more out of the rush, but I'm not sure they got the resource trade. I'm not gonna be able to get kills fast enough. Volta's coming up with the sound barrier here in this 99 fight. That will drop hit 4. ICAV sliding off point to escape the grasp of GP here, but now has an OC into the fight. I will eventually hit the right pop. Aka trying to swing this there with Captain Sun. We got, Senna with the bola shot in as well, but neither of which are going to get it done. You see ICAV jumps in on top. GP's still here with a healthy bar of HP, but I see a lot more. Well, it's a 3v2 left on this point. Double supports. Now Kurama's showed back up on the Tracer. Try to reinforce this. See if MewThree can close out this map right here, right now. Senna goes over. Gets the headshot. Oh, Volta goes down. ICAV has returned on a far to get back into this frantic 99-99 fight. We'll get shot vertically out of the sky. Oh, Senna gets the straight shot up in the air to find the kill onto the Farah. MewThree, grab map 1. I was talking about, like, I think this is the team that's kind of not circling in that top 4. I think it'd be a dark horse to really make a deep run through playoffs. And Kurama coming onto this team does look nasty. We'll have to keep a sharp eye on Kurama there. Oh, almost missed it. It's like, okay, we're gonna get the ball ban out of Ereus. Do we actually have stats? Oh, we do have stats. Yay! Stats were broken last week. I'm glad to see we have stats. All right, y'all got some stats. And plug in that ball ban before I forget. I assume we had Ereus going into the attack. Let's see. I don't need you anymore. I mean, ICAV your damage leader. Honestly, pretty darn close. What, 5 to 9 death range? I mean, 5 to 8. China had that extra death there on the Tracer. And I mean, 5 to 6 death range here. Not counting the GP wrecking ball, right? Like, that's kind of excluded from that. But I will say that does give you the ability to stall even while a team is resetting, All right, MewThree looking sharp. I'll keep a sharp eye on Kurama here as we get into map 2. Let's see, what's that ban? Kiri ban. Okay, the pigeons have returned. The question is where. I saw them over the weekend. OWC, yes, they found them. They're not in the same spot, but the pigeons are around somewhere. It's like the game between observers and the dev team. Where are the pigeons? All right, let's get into map 2. Are we set to actually get everything in right? We actually got everything in right. Hottie O-Dub with the follow. My goodness, you legend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, and we are getting Jesper Swag coming in. Of course, Jesper Swag, the kind of the venture specialist of the team. The Reaper in? Ooh, the Reaper out. Man, that's trying to play the double flex DPS there. Not working out so well thus far. We did get an early cap in. MewThree is actually going to flip this point, despite losing their Reaper early in this fight. Is this setup back in on a Reaper now? Larson under a lot of pressure. Small window there for Larson to get something done. Immortality extended that window a little bit. But Ereus eventually does get muscled off this point. It was a bit of a hairy moment. They were able to kind of hold control of the stair side of that objective. But it was, I mean, despite MewThree losing their Reaper early. Ducky, thank you so much for the Prime sub. That's enormous. Thank you so much. And Empty coming through with the follow as well. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you all so much. Incredible. Incredible. All right, Lars with the swap over to the JQ. I've heard good things about the JQ in this meta. We'll see. Jesper Swag coming in the games Finally able to find a rhythm, as am I. I'm starting to warm up myself a little bit here. In case of the Mondays hitting a little hard for us all. You know what happens to the best of us. It's okay, friends. We got the Sunspot on the Jesper swag, the detonation. We'll get 2-piece eventually over into MewThree's favor, and they're gonna just open this thing up with a 100-0 on Suravasa.
Flashpoint garden.
Jesper cleaning off the flank. All eyes forward here for Ereus. This tectonic shock. Blocked a little bit by the bubble. We're just gonna dig right past it, see if we can hunt down AS in the back line. The emerge will take care of the Ana. There you go. Give me a quick opener here for Ereus. What we're looking at? We're looking at a sound barrier as well as this amp matrix ready to go. Obviously, the latter getting tossed into the battle first. Whoop! Oh, a couple of red X's there. Not sure where Senna was trying to drop that. Maybe it thought they could get the Ajax or something, but Volta shut it down. Oh, nice little sleep there out of Ace. That'll be the end of Jesper swag. Meanwhile, back on the point, 2/3 of the way to cap. Ereus are running out of reinforcements, and there go 2 more. Oh, and even just kind of just sleep. I felt like they could even stagger that out more if they had wanted. But gotta get the flip. I mean, you'd already kind of gotten past the... Because you didn't have control. There you go. That would be the only point of staggering would be to get control. Magic, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Totally off my game, and y'all are still in here with the support. It's amazing. It's amazing. That was a beautiful Gracie into the rampage. I mean, worth. Sunspot getting chased. This is a lot of trouble coming your direction there, if you were Lars. You got the Ana. Can you do anything with it? Okay, it was no longer worth. It's no longer worth. Yeah, the rest of your team's in trouble. This is a very angry Golden Pants. Hey! Icap catches Senna sleeping a little bit. Trying to flex onto the flex. But JP has a nano on at this point. Been able to take Volta down before they get the sound barrier in. Feel like Volta had that beat for this entire flashpoint and has just never found a good opportunity to use it. Kurama's going to clean up ICAV, and that was kind of the last hope. Oh, we are going to go ahead and try to invest in this, okay? Jesper Swags won't get shut down. Lars returns on a hazard. It's ended up being a 2-for-2 trade. Lars might have just delivered a miracle here on Gardens. You've got a couple left to clean up, but this is suddenly looking very winnable. Lars has gotten 3. Senna's going to go in and claim that kill on a Toxel, just kind of cut the Texol, excuse me, and cut the sustain underneath this. Trading out with ICAV. ICAV steps onto the point, finds Akka. What a play there from Lars. I mean, Ereus had no business winning this fight. None. Zip 0. Polly. What is that? Polly Yin. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Tom Hicks says, OWCS player Pomotimo in chat. Big fan. Amazing. Is all of Dreamlight here? No, Lilith is away. Sad face. I appreciate y'all being here, though. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, what are we looking at? DPS ults. ICAV about to win these. Oh, wait. Okay. The Ant Matrix is what I was questioning, but you know what? ICAV turns that into a kill onto a primaling Winston. I could have swore I heard Senna pull the blade. I think they're lucky they didn't get that blade canceled. As Volta comes up with their second in the fight, looking for a 3-piece. Volta's getting aggressive. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Ace shut that down. GP's returned. Look at hype train and everything in here. Oh, y'all humble me. Thank you so much. Nano Boost on to GP. The lamp of momentary distraction. I kept trying to stop it. Buys space, but it's not in time to save Texal. Good shot on a Karama. And that's a nasty downpour. This is gonna be ICAP with 4 in this fight. Lars got the other one, and Ereus hang on. Yante says maybe even 6 or 7. Don't start that here. I mean, you can if you want. That's fine. Please refer to the spreadsheet. Uh oh, there's a spreadsheet. Nanobus engaged. Excuse me. That was a sound barrier engaged. Volta has found some room to drop that beat. That's a huge captive son. And I love how Akka just kind of left Lars for Senna to clean up, who has swapped over to a Freya, by the way. Of course, as I went to your pop, you die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Senna. Not a whole lot for either team to work with. If ICAP can create some space for Lars to move in, might be enough with the Deadeye, that is. But first, you got to get Karama off your back. Oh, now there's a monkey on your back as well. Pulse and Immortality saves the 2 supports. Everybody's low. Akka's able to finish off Lars. And that's just no tank. 65%. We're going to try to disengage here if you're Ereus. You've got to get out with no more deaths. Oh, and the worst 2 you can possibly lose fall at the end. It's not a clean disengage. And that recognition from MewThree is going to give them the 2-1 lead. Looks like we might get Lars trying to touch. Nah, that's going to be... Ooh, okay, Jesper Strike got in. Is immediately right back out. We've seen Lars get 4 in a previous fight, but hit by a bolo shot, Primal Rage to kind of distract all of your sustain. I mean, Lars hanging on in this objective longer than I expected. Is time enough for ICAP to get set up? Can we get a Deadeye in this fight? Nah, just not quite in time. So we're headed to the other side of the map. You got Ruins and Temple left. Wait, we get stuck on that banner. Okay, sorry. I got stuck on a banner, apparently. Foiled by a banner. Bolton not able to save Jeff for a second with that sound barrier, and Akka's gotten a pair. On your very studious Sayori. Downpour in, but the Outburst is able to escape the root. Good cleanup there from MewThree, and they'll grab control here on flashpoint number 4. They're able to find an exit pick onto Lars. Oh, nice stick from Senna. Everything coming up MewThree there in that opening fight, and an important opening fight. It can be such one of the more difficult, if not the most difficult flashpoint, I think, to push into. We are in Ruins, not Temple, by the way, where Karama's sitting. I know, I had to like, wait a minute. Karama's like way over here. Nano engage here from the defense. Karama's going to complete the sandwich in. Immortality field from Texal was just a last bastion attempt. Lars will steal 10% away from MewThree here, importantly. Keeping it below that 65% line. This is going to give Ereus one last solid chance at this. Remember, there is an additional door that could come in now with the redesign. So looking at ICAV with that tracer swap. Just respect drill dash through, makes it on to the point. Looks like ICAV have been able to group up here with them. The Lars does not make it much. Well, got landed on the objective, and that was about it. This is going to be all MewThree here to close out Suravasa. What an opener. 2-0 here for the team that I called your dark horse, and they're looking like the favorites. Already on match point. Mouse, where'd you go, Mouse? Interesting. Ereus is going to target a Yari, and with the circuit pick isn't as surprising. The Yari, felt that it had that much of an impact. They want to make sure and take that off the table. Look at some stats there from map 2. Just GP with the 40 bomb though. Whew. So Akka at 29 and 4. I mean, it's just another DPS. God, I love you some Yari. All right. We'll see if Ereus can find an answer here. Is this the start of the reverse sweep? This is where it happens, right? This is surely. Let's get him after. Oh, I owe you a ban. Sorry, I was enamored by the chandelier routine there from Golden Pants. It was a Zarya ban. And from MewThree. Let me get that plug. Here, you can have some ICAP pop. Let me go plug in that Zarya ban. Wait, no, I went too far. There it is. And it's true, we're kind of going back into a bit of the brawl look. Even on this map, you know, we've seen it go more poke, but obviously just playing into the wrecking ball, that's not an option. Great ant matrix. Texel's able to back that up. Because the ICAV able to deliver on the great ant matrix there from Texel. So good start here on circuit. Yeah, flawless attack, flawless run through. ICAP comes up 3-0, 1700 there. I love the gun flips are so good. The gun flips are so good. We had seen the cast banned out previously. And I think the cast is such a good answer here. And it's ICAP's best hero. I mean, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Nasty, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Thoughts on Central Oppen? I like Oppen. I've always liked Oppen. I always liked Oppen. I mean, since Mythical Minions. I mean, it was one of the real standouts of that squad. GP tried to go in defensively. Ocker going to back that up. Actually, double support ults there to back up this attack. And China's already found two. Terra Surge launched in, and I mean, you just now see the orbital kind of hit the battlefield. Sorry, I mean, where you had the Kitsune Rush out here, you know, in the main street of Phase B, the orbital was mostly used inside the hotel. neither really finding value, and Ereus are still looking pretty darn flawless here thus far. Yeah, only one death. And even with the extended teleporter getting taken away, China finding a lot of success here on this sim early on. Okay, there is death number 2. Volts is going to get picked by Senna's Freya. Essential says mid AF. Oh. Alright, how do we hit this high ground? What do you got to work with? Oh, I should have just kept on some Cinepov. Yeah, that was a beautiful bola shot. Okay. Kurama peeks those. Got a little greedy. I don't know, was trying to hide up there or just got a little greedy on that one. So the opening pick gets traded right back. And Senna's beautiful bolo shot negated. ICAV wins that head-to-head, but GP has been able to pick up 2. 3v3 on the point. The blade is in here as Kurama returns. Yeah, you got a lamp out, but ICAV and China are still able to kind of hold ground here. So a bit of a net neutral after the blade comes and goes. Oh, ICAV fallen, not ideal. You saw China trying to set up, or still I think trying to set up a teleporter here in this hallway. Oh. I'm guessing Ace is not going to let that fly. Meanwhile, back on the front line, Ant Matrix, sound barrier in play. We got a couple good, well-placed roll-throughs from GP. Put Lars in a bad spot. Try to run back the Fortify to get him out. Ooh. Just barely. Lars escapes despite a couple of great take aim bolts hitting from Senna. Obviously, we did get the stagger onto China. Mines to the high ground. China's in trouble. Ooh, was that Ereus trying to push high ground? Yeah, trying to push out poolside? I think it was Ereus trying to push poolside. And he got intercepted there by that minefield. Kurama, once again, kind of gets stuck in an ultimate. You kind of wouldn't expect a Genji to get caught in. Oh, that could be nasty. The jump out, oh, it was a bait. It was all a big bait. Everybody's going off the side. Lars actually credited with the kill on Senna there. I'm not exactly sure. Grumman just got on MewThree Nebs. Ice Gnome is here, you legend. Appreciate you being here. I enjoyed watching you play yesterday. Ooh. Photon barrier well placed right over the middle. Texel's got a Kitsune rush in there as well. That bolo shot hit the teleporter, but not China. All right. Let's see. China's able to clear up whatever's going on behind. ICAV has moved into the high ground on the other side. So the sim shenanigans, well, falling apart here, actually. As areas spread themselves a little too thin. You got to sub to unlock the better version of the stream. Unironically, if we can get me to partner, and which is just all viewership, if I can maintain an average of 75 viewers, I can get partner, and then I can unlock 8K bitrate. Which would, I mean, genuinely. So, like, just hang out and watch more, and it will improve the quality of the stream. Genuinely. Oh, where's that teleporter? Let's check it in China. High ground, Volts is going to drop the sound barrier. ICAV does not get it. Mines are in play. As we get a great view of the sailing. Kurama's going to pull out a blade to find Lars. I'm just going to keep the camera kind of back here on the point at the moment. Kurama will eventually get Volta there towards the end of the fight. Good cleanup. Edgar says refresh actually did do wonders. Okay, well, it's gonna be a little bit of a sneaky around the back line. Transcendence perfectly timed there during the downpour. And then Lars just watching the Bolo shot wrap him up, bring him down. And that's gonna be a hold here from MewThree in the back of Circuit Royale. We do a little bit of a touch, a stall, a delay. Started off so good there for Ereus, and even with a monstrous time bank, where, you know, a lot of times you see teams get stalled out a little bit, you know, maybe pushing up that hill in point B or whatnot. And then so you don't get into the hotel with a whole lot of time. Yeah, I mean, that was not the case here. Ereus got into the hotel with a ton of time. And still, we're just not able to push. I mean, granted, hotel is one of the more difficult third points to take in the escort maps, which are already all pretty difficult. I mean, it's not quite Havana tough, but hotel's pretty tough to take. Still, all right. So, despite, you know, great defense here from MewThree, still an opportunity, obviously, for Ereus to put up the better defense.
My heart is strong, and my javelin is sharp.
We're in for a smooth ride, right? Right? Things were a lot simpler when I was robbing banks with the Deadlock gang.
The jazzy sounds of Ulsa.
3, 2, 1. Attackers.
Yeah, we're getting a bad corner hold from Ereus using a teleporter to quickly get out of there. Uh-oh. Lars does kind of get caught. Sakira, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate that very, very much. That's enormous. Thank you, thank you. Each one of those is so huge, so helpful. Very, very much appreciated. All right, Lars is able to get back to the good corner. Oh, what a shot! That was gross. Okay, now there is a little bit of lag. Yeah, now there is a little bit of lag going on. There's definitely some looks like some packet loss in this lobby or something. Sorry about that. Yeah, we can keep it in third person. The beautiful opening from Senna. This is Ereus now threatening the back at this point. Lars sacrifices both cooldowns to get it down here and try to hold this point, but Senna lands yet another bola shot onto the tank. Both are trying to come in and see if they can bail out their Orisa. Kurama's in deep. Texel does get an Ant Matrix up. Okay, Kurama is able to kind of got out. Like, as I went to their pub, as I was saying, he was like, oh, okay, you made it back into the store. You're all right. You're all right. You made it away from that Ant Matrix. Everybody's able to hold, but does buy some precious time here for the Ereus defense to kind of stabilize a little bit. Mines now in. We're going to get an orbital ray thrown on top momentarily if the mines aren't enough to get it done. Looks like with Lars falling, they will not need that orbital. Four minutes on the clock here as we get a point on the board. Did I screw it up? Yes, I did. That was kind of an interesting interaction. The booth between the Lucio and the Wrecking Ball. Sound barrier! Oh! The sound barrier Deadeye combo works out brilliantly. ICAV gets two. Wow, that was close. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's all right. You did do your gun flips. You earned it on that one, bud. I mean, that's series saving. That could potentially be series saving. Yeah, well, you're making this nice stop. It's a nano boost onto Kurama. Lars way deep in enemy territory. Actually trades out 2 before falling. And grabs actually both supports, as a matter of fact. So with the stall from Volta, we will get a recontest from this defense. Need WC to come back, Golden Pins, will carry us to victory. Uh-oh. Risky maneuver. The Matrix highly devalued there from the minefield, at least largely so. Lars protected momentarily, but you can see just ends up getting swarmed outside while Golden Pants handled everything inside. That was both fights going the direction of MewThree. Was a cool little tag. Almost got the little flick backwards. I think GP was hoping they would knock Lars, like kind of get a rebound. And knock Lars back towards the edge. Get even more cooldowns out. Alright, Blade from Kurama. Kind of just trying to make it up into the pool. GP is able to at least answer with one out here. God, the way, just the fun tech, you know, you get to see in this little short span, and it's a good spot for it. There's a wall jump into a pile drive there. I'm always just so enamored with GP's Wrecking Ball play. It's just so fun to watch. Oh, minefield on this stairwell could just be kind of gross. Now, we have seen Texel go to a Kiriko here after moving into point C. Still, the minefield there is just gonna get ICAP. I was thinking Texel might be able to Suzu there if it came out, but Suzu's already been used at this fight. Orbital thrown in. Kurama's really the only one left here to put any damage down, though. So, despite trades, those trades will favor the defense, and we'll get a stop here. About $1.35 left on the clock. A lot of tools from this defense. I imagine maybe it could soon to open it up. You see just how spread out everybody's staying from Ereus, though. Kind of playing in all 4 corners. And then kind of converge on wherever the Wrecking Ball goes. Downpour to try to catch GP will not work. Deadeye was used in that in vain as well. It will catch Sinnoh across the map. And Lars gets this kill on the point. Wow, what a turn of events. So 45 seconds remain. A little less, actually. Mr. Pants. Mr. Pants for Team UK. GP gets my vote. Although I mean, just look at the tech. Look at the mines thrown in the direction. Uh-oh, with the 2-for-1 trade, Kurama is able to double down. And China finds themselves amidst those shiny explosives. Lars goes down. This one's going down to the wire. Volta coming out to try to stall. Gets hit. Take aims. Do we get the touch? No, ICAP doesn't quite make it. MewThree close it out at the very end here at Circuit Royale. 3-0 Ereus. Oh my goodness. ICAP will get play of the game for the second map in a row, but, small consolation. And this is MewThree now taking down, Starbits and Ereus? You've also beaten SR Peak Check earlier in the season. These are some huge dubs. I mean, if we're looking at our standings, and where head-to-head could definitely play a part when we get into some tiebreakers going back towards playoffs. Now MewThree, who will move up to 7-3, will hand Ereus their second loss. Ereus will not get their 8th win on the board. But you've beaten Ereus, Starbits, and SR Peak Check if you're MewThree. That bodes well for the postseason. And this 3-0 was emphatic. Was nothing short of emphatic. It gave me a lot of confidence to maybe push this team. Mr. Pants. That's how Pants signs checks. Of course, in golden ink on golden checks, because he's Mr. Golden Pants. GP 48-5 there in that third map. As to be expected, your hit scans do come out with most damage. 21 there from Senna. 18.4 there from ICAV. Very good win. Very good win. GG's. I think Gold Pants has got to be your player of the match here today. Even with the ball band out, right? You still put up a 40 bomb there on Suravasa. You have 14k damage when no one else is. I mean, you're 4k damage basically above anybody else in the lobby. ICAV a little bit less than that as it had silver damage, but GP, your player of the match here today. An outstanding performance, and once again, we're saying MewThree really look like they could be one of, if not, the top contender here in the division, despite a rough start. Oh, you're very welcome, GP. Thank you. Great match. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. He's never seen a check in his life. You're not wrong, Sam. Come on, it sounded good at the moment, though.